Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And I got a good one as usual for you today. We're getting back to the Dealing with People series. And we're going to deal and show you how to deal with people who broke your heart. Deal with people who broke your heart. And this one is for women and men, because women and men deal with it differently, but it's going to be a lot of aspects to this, because sometimes the person that think their heart is broke is the one that broke the other person's heart, if that makes sense. So we're going to get into that right now. Let's start with the women. Dealing with somebody that broke your heart. Okay. Number one, I saw a video, and Coach Greg Adams sometimes plays it in his intro, where the girl says she finna be a hoe, she gonna be a hoe, and then she got the twerking at the end of the clip. When you get your heart broke, ladies, you don't want to do that. You don't become no hoe, because what's gonna happen is you are gonna waste yourself, and you don't realize how it's hurting you mentally by doing that. And you don't realize this might sound, I ain't trying to be nasty, but this is what y'all women don't realize. When you get rocked by a dude, y'all all think y'all want the well-endowed man, but you start getting too many well-endowed men, and you gonna be the one to get your heart broke, and then you're gonna break other people's heart. See, two wrongs don't make a right. That's the first thing that we all need to understand. Like, I remember I worked with this guy, and me and him was having a conversation, and that's when everything was good, you know. And so I'm telling him, you know, I said, man, why you be doing that stuff, man? You got a wife at home, man. Because me and him was cool. He got to telling me what his first wife did, how she cheated on him, emptied out his bank account, moved to Arizona, so on and so forth. But then at work, he was running through the women, and he was married. His wife was like a nice, really nice person, and that's why I was asking. See, he let his heart break, and he even said it. He said, man, I don't trust these women no more, man. You know, I know she all right, but still, it's just what I do now. He became cold and callous. And that's going to keep you guys from finding a unicorn, and you girls from finding the right guy as well. So, women, when you get your heart broken, you don't become no 304. And don't be quick. Because, see, this is what people do. You got to know what you did wrong. Like, let's say your husband dumped you because you wasn't having sex with him. Or you was doing something. Or not doing something. You don't want to run into a relationship. Because what some of y'all do, y'all withhold sex for so long from your husband that you tighten back up. So you gonna let this little random dude rock you, mess your insides up, mess your mind up. Because, and watch this. In the mind of a woman who was withdrawing sex from her husband that ended up divorced, she's gonna always think that the other guy is better. It's not that he's better. When the last time you messed with your husband when y'all was together? See, all of this stuff come into play when you're dealing with heartbreak and relationship. Because they'll move on, and they'll be hooked on the next dude that ain't did nothing for them. They ain't got no kids with him. He just there. And now you got him around your kids, and you think that your ex-husband is supposed to be happy about it. You instigate. That's why I say you got to find out if you the heartbreaker or the broken heart. So I'll admit that, sometimes karma come in relationship. Like you be breaking women hearts and stuff, or you be breaking guys' heart, it's gonna come back on you. And a lot of times it comes back on you with the one that you gave the leeway to, instead of the ones whose hearts you was breaking. A lot of times they'll act up on you. That it comes back like that sometimes. Like if you a guy, you got a good girl, and you cheating on her and stuff. Well, at least that's what we quote unquote called it before we learned about polygyny. Let's say you cheating on her and stuff, and you end up getting with somebody else. Good luck. I'm telling you. Come in the comments and let me know if I'm wrong. The girl who was into you, you broke her heart, or girls, and then you got with somebody that you ain't do nothing but fight with them, and they didn't respect you nowhere near. That's a lot of guys. As far as women, most of what they think is heartbreak is only heartbreak because they don't understand how God set up relationships. Like, for instance, you call it heartbreak because your ex-boyfriend started dealing with another girl. But if you understand polygyny, what would you do? If you fond of a guy, because a lot of y'all don't love these dudes, y'all just there because things aren't going well. A lot of women, like the old saying go, cheek slant headquarters. A man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. A woman's loyalty is tested when a man has nothing. So that's why the first way you deal with heartbreak is to find out if you think you're the one that has the heartbreak, to make sure that you're not the heartbreaker. But let's say you are the one who has the heartbreak. How do you respond as a woman? Do you reject every dude that try to get with you? I would say, guys be like, well, I ain't waiting. She did this, she did that. But a lot of this stuff y'all need to start practicing when y'all young. Just don't be sleeping with these guys. Like when you 16, you a girl, 16, 17, 18, 19, just go do something else. Go to college. Go to a college that's not known for partying and stuff. So you won't be, just focus on bettering yourself. And you'll already have something. And then in case you one of them ones that slip through the cracks and nobody ever marries, it's not always because y'all think it's something wrong with y'all. It's nothing wrong. Listen, I've seen a lot of shorts. These guys be going for all types. All types. No matter what you think that is a flaw on you, like I heard a comedian say, it'll always be some dude that it's a fetish. Dudes like, I like a woman with that brown, that dark spot in between her legs. I'm telling you. And that's why I don't knock women for having high self-esteem. We tell them they delusional, but in their mind, they should be. You should do whatever you got to do to feel attractive and feel sexy as a woman. And when guys judge you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because we gonna judge y'all just like y'all judge us. Every woman don't like me, it's obvious. But more women like me than these little fruitcakes on YouTube try to say. These dudes are sweet. I'm telling y'all, like, they be saying stuff that I know deep down inside they want to be all over the place. Judging men's attractiveness. Oh, my wrist is broke. But let's stay on subject. And then some dude came up. Wait, now this one more thing. Some dude came in my comments and was like, "Man, everybody know it." Like this, how when I was reading this comment, this how it sounded to me in my mind. Man, everybody know when the guy is attractive. Like he sound like one of them, you know how every city got them dudes that just swear they're a girl. Walking around like, and I don't want to get shadow banned, so I don't want to get into it. Y'all know what I'm saying. So this dude came in my comments disagreeing with me when I said that how you know a dude is ugly. I used to always say that incorrect. They'd be like, "You ugly, Howard." I used to be like, "How you know?" "I'm looking at you." "Okay, who ain't?" They won't say. They'll say, "Okay, the dude that's not ugly to you. What? Now what? What's next?" These guys is weird. But let's get back on subject. So, as a woman, you don't want to become, man or woman, you don't want to become cold and callous and put everybody in the same boat when you get your heart broke. Because everybody gonna get their heart broke. And like when you dealing with your kids and they get their heart broke, you just gotta lift their spirits up. Like, I'm gonna deal with my daughter differently than my sons with heartbreak. Anybody that get heartbreak, you gotta move on. You gotta try not to focus on it. That person is not your life. When you were born, that person was nowhere around. That's the first thing you got to understand. This is your life. The next thing, like I said already, you don't want to become cold and callous. You want to still stay positive in terms of relationships, stuff like that. As a woman especially. We're talking about women first. Because it's going to be different for men. You don't want, because like I could tell a lot of these women on YouTube, they've been heartbroken. So a lot of their venom is because their heart is broken. And they don't want to, they're talking about, he got to make 6 figures and all this other stuff. That's how you're going to get your heart broken. See, you are trying to put yourself where all the other women who don't know and understand relationships are, with the guys that people view as the top guys. But a lot of times, being at the top, it's like you try to deal with people at the top, you gonna get your heart broke. You gotta find a dude with those qualities. Period, that you need. A guy that's a protector, a guy that's gonna be loyal and honest to you. Like whatever he's doing, he'll tell you. See, that's why y'all, if you're doing polygyny, if you like a guy that believes in polygyny, he comes to you and he's like, "Well, I'm telling you now that, I believe in polygyny and I'm gonna practice it. Hey, I want you to be in my life, this, that, and that." You don't dump him. If he treating you good, he treating you right. See, that's where y'all mess up. Because who you going to get when you dump that guy that was good to you? Every woman thinks she going to get something better. But how many actually do? Very few. I'm telling you, a thirsty dude is like Satan herself. He going to know how to lie. I just see something different about you. Like you a God-fearing woman. You this, you that. You exactly what I'm looking for. Clap, clap, clap. Time 1. Clap, clap, clap. Time 2. Clap, clap, clap. Time 3. I just want to be friends. When I ain't get, basically what a guy is telling you with that is he want to come back and get some more of that if ain't no more options out there. You telling him, I only had so many guys, my stuff tight. He gonna be over there squish, squish, squishy. Then he gonna get it. He gonna open you up. And after he open you all the way up, then a lot of guys that's when they gonna start acting different. Unless you got a real one, which good luck with that. So, you don't want to become cold and callous. You want to be, next thing, you want to learn how to protect. Your protective mechanism as a man and as a woman is to know how to vet, to know what questions to ask, to remember their answers and bring it up later and see if their answers are the same. See, women, you focus on money. That's why you're getting your heart broke. Because you don't understand that the dude with the most money has the most options. What reason would he have to stick to you with all the women in the world? And they all like him because a lot of them are superficial and they want to seem like and think that they the best and they got the best. So y'all overlook the janitors, the garbage man. And then what's crazy is a lot of time them rich dudes don't even be knowing how to fight because they don't have to. They don't have to. Think about it. A rich guy is not going to be a correctional officer. He's not going to be a police officer. He just going to be in the best side of town, going to the best restaurant, this, that, and the other. So what happens if Thug Man Teddy see him in the mall, see y'all in the mall, like, and he try to talk to you, or you get into it with him, he skip you in line or something. That rich dude, what he gonna do? 9 times out of 10. Man, I'm tired of these ninjas. What can he do? Like, some of them be learning and already know, but a lot of them, like, they ain't gonna have to do that, so they're gonna be rusty or they ain't gonna know how. Now, you don't want no Pookie, because the Pookie is always, a lot of time, gonna take the wrong approach, and those the dudes that's gonna lie to you quicker than not. But y'all get what I'm saying? So you want that dude that has the protective quality, and don't go by size, because it's short dudes that can throw down. It's some short dudes that ain't. Have you ever seen the honey? Do you watch wildlife? The honey badger is like one of the most low to the ground animals. And just not big at all. But the honey badger is the most fearless animal in the world. They'll fight anybody. They'll fight lions. And they'll win sometimes. So you don't always want to go by size per se. A lot of y'all be rejecting dudes because they not 6 feet tall. Okay, and then you get with the dude that's 6 feet tall and you get your heart broke. I already know a lot of girls, that's why they like me, because I was just taller than them. But there's short guys that, you know, they can protect, they can provide, which is another thing, you know, providing. You don't, and here's another thing. You should never break up with a guy who works, but he comes up a little short. You know what you should do? especially you older women. You work as a team. Like, if you not gonna have no babies, what do you have to lose? So that's a lot of the time, the first thing, you got to make sure you ain't the one that's being the heartbreaker. And then when you say, okay, I'm the heartbroken one, like I said, don't get cold and callous. Don't become a 304. Don't reject all the guys that try to get with you. Give somebody a chance, and giving them a chance, you don't have to sleep with them. See, that's why this is what y'all women need to start doing. When you don't want to sleep with a guy right away and y'all go out to eat and y'all keep going out to eat, you pay for yourself sometimes, because now it's you making it look like that you a foodie, that you just trying to get meals. So if you not just trying to get meals, but you say you ain't ready to do that, you want to make sure, you don't want to get your heart broke, you get into people, just tell them the truth. And pay for yourself. Pay for your own meal. How can you expect him to keep paying for you? Is that fair? I mean, you want him to keep paying for you, but you ain't gonna give him the nookie dookie. If you don't want to give him the nookie dookie, which is understandable, right away, pay for yourself. Like, let's go out to eat. Either treat him sometimes or pay for yourself. But show y'all, man, think. If you the one denying them sex and the other girl that he talking to ain't, and he like you, guess what? Y'all relationship already off to a bad start, because he gonna be clapping the other girl, and then he gonna come to you just to walk through the park or some stuff. So that's another thing. You don't want to reject everybody, but you don't want to be a 304. And don't be a 304, like I said, So, but when you are dealing with a man that has been, this ain't going to be the shortest video. When you're dealing with a man that has had his heart broken, like let's say his wife left him, or she cheated on him, or he had a girl that he really liked and she just went up and got with somebody else. You want to be honest and forthright from day one. And you want to tell them, if you're not interested in them, tell them that. Because there's guys out there that fall in love quick, just like it's women that do. So you want to be honest. Tell the truth. See, what I don't like about a lot of y'all is you be getting smashed, and then you be trying to act like you got class. Just tell the truth. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a sexual creature, and I got a couple guys I be dealing with. Think about it. If you told him the truth, now he has a decision of his own to make. Is he gonna keep dealing with you or not? Then you could be like, look, you're not breaking his heart because you told him the truth. So when you're dealing with a man that has a heart that was broken, don't play games. If you don't like him, tell him. Don't just block him on the phone. Because some dudes will be trying to rebound and you making it worse. Like y'all wonder why a lot of us think the way we do in this space? It's because of y'all behavior. See, you can't listen to Derek Jackson. He just want all of y'all to himself. So he gonna say whatever he got to say to get y'all money and to get y'all to himself. People like him. But the truth and the reality is that a lot of stuff, y'all brought it on yourself. Because y'all pretty much control where the relationship goes. And if you want somebody to commit to you, you can't be out here messing with her. Who gonna commit to somebody like that? I really want to know. That's why this is the no simping channel. No matrix, no simping, all subjects channel. No simping means when they don't want to deal with you, you move on. You don't share women, women share us. Y'all say, well, he want me to share him, he got to share me. It's not the same biblically. What, you don't believe in the Bible? Okay. Deuce. You know, a lot of stuff you set yourself up for it. So when you're dealing with a guy whose heart been broken, like I say, be honest. Be honest and know how to vet. Like, okay, from your standpoint, you want to know what went wrong and try not to go there. But but you want to be genuine with it, because either he gonna break your heart when he see you fake, or you gonna be another person to break his. And karma is a cluck and ducker. You ain't gonna keep breaking people's hearts and not get yours broke. And sometimes some guys get their heart broke because they built this family and now she destroying it. And it's even worse when she trying to act like you destroying it, but it's her. And now your heart broke is not because of her, it's because you ain't gonna be around your kids. That hurts kids. My cousin was just telling me, me and him was just talking, like his parents divorced when they was young. And he was talking about how damaging it was. So what he was saying, he added a different twist to the stepdaddy stuff. Like he was saying that you won't know how it is until you're going through it. And I said, shoot, who would want to go through that? And them kids be telling you basically got to deal with these kids like they're yours. So that's another way guys get their heart broke, is them chicks be going back to their baby daddies. So if you dealing with a guy that don't trust you, what do? You want to prove yourself to be trustworthy. If he don't trust you because he's heartbroken, you want to prove yourself to be trustworthy. But all of this goes down to being real about yours. You got to be real. Because a lot of time people gain wisdom from their rejections and their failures. So a lot of dudes, that's why a lot of them in this space. Because they gaining wisdom, and y'all mad because they on date? Why should they spend their money on women that's just going to come in and be a problem? So you as women, you got to know when you're dealing with a heartbroken man, you got to try to prove yourself to him. He might be a good dude. Don't come in with that tough girl stuff. Just go on with that. You ain't going to get nowhere. You're going to be by yourself. The only people you're going to get is a simp. And a simp is not a good man. Y'all think a dude is a good man that don't put you in your place? That's not a good man. When you out of order, you supposed to get put in your place. A simp is going to let you do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and still reward you. That's not a good man. And you're going to find out, because what simps do is when they start getting tired of you, they're not going to break up with you. They're going to cheat on you. They're going to have all type of women, and they might burn you, sizzle dizzle. Spots all over you. So, but now let's get to men. Men dealing with a heartbroken woman. The most key thing, vet. Know how to vet. Why is her heart broken? What happened? How does she get along with her father? Is her father the reason why? Excuse me. I talked about somebody else, another content creator that burped. excuse me, if her father is the reason why her heart is broken, you need to find out why. Because a lot of women is dealing with daddy issues. That could be a problem down the line. It might not be a problem at first, but that could become a problem down the line. Or if they respect their daddy more than you, and let's say you a good dude, but their father was telling them not to get with you. What happens sometimes is they keep that in their mind, and that'll ruin your relationship. Because every time they don't get their way, well, my father said I shouldn't have got with you. So you gotta know how to vet. You gotta dig in. How was your relationship with your father? I want to ask you a personal question. Have you ever been abused in that way? What's your body count? You know when they won't tell you that body count, or even if it's low, you just got to add to it and know that they always did more than they're going to say. So when you know how to vet over the years, that sometimes will mess up your relationship too, because you'll be finding out that your wife is a liar or your girlfriend is a liar. Especially if you live in a small town, you know people that know people, and these dudes be like, man, she lying, man. I smashed her. Don't say nothing, though. Or you'll be like, I ain't gonna say nothing. She lying. She did this. So, a lot of times, that's why the most important thing, are you the heartbreaker or the heartbroken? So, you gotta know how to vet. Gotta know what questions to ask. You gotta be willing to listen. Let her talk. She gonna tell you her story if you just let her talk. You dealing with a heartbroken woman, the most important thing is to let her talk. Because you can be finding out things that she might be one of them ones that just don't care no more. She just out for herself and she want to get this. That's why you got to be willing to listen. If she always cutting you off when you talk, then either she's not interested, or she has an angle. Y'all know what I always say. You don't want to say it to her, but in her mind, in your mind, you should be asking, what's her angle? So, you gotta know how to vet. When you're dealing with a heartbroken woman, you gotta know how to vet. You gotta know why they heartbroken because of your vet. And then you got to know, okay, same thing I said about them. Be honest. Be honest. Don't be the one to kick somebody when they down. If they heartbroken, don't be the one to break their heart even more. Because you don't know what people is dealing with. People be lonely. People be suffering from all types of mindsets and stuff. You know, so you don't want to, and this what I know. If you a real one like you say, then your exes will be getting married. They gonna be moving on like they gonna move on with their life. Like they not gonna. Dude, I bet you that none of my exes think they men now. They probably was like, there's got to be somebody out there, so they kept being who they was. You know, all my girlfriends none of them was perfect. But most of the girls that I made girlfriends, they had good qualities. So I guarantee you they either married or been married. The majority of them. But a dude that think he this and that, He mess up girl. Your girls is the thoughts, they thoughts now. That says a lot about you. You think you walking around, I got a big wing ding and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And all your girls is thoughts or cross-dressing now. That says a lot about you. That says a lot about you. And we are going to break people's hearts and get our heart broken. That's part of the game. But a lot of people just need to keep their hands to themselves and just mind their own business. Y'all dudes be out here beating up these girls. Think about it. Okay. If you got a woman that her father, she wasn't close to her father. And now here you come beating her up physically. You damaging her. You making it even worse. Then a dude will come along to see the good in her and be trying to treat her right and she'll be trying to bully him. That's a lot of that come from you. And so now I'm telling you, so many different reasons why people get their hearts broke. You choking her. And then she get with a dude that just want to caress her and she think, oh, he's boring, he's too soft. That's because of you. You think you was doing something. You was really doing damage. You slapped her, but then she got mad at the dude that was trying to treat her right. She done married the dude, and now she done smacked him. Y'all messing these chicks up. So we can blame them because they choose their decisions, but we can also blame some of you. And sometimes we just don't be doing right. Like the dude say, she say, so if I'm a slut, then what does that make you? He said a slut maker. Y'all making sluts. And how? How? Because y'all don't know how to deal with heartbroken women. A heartbroken woman is going to be naive even if she try to put on that tough girl world. I see them on YouTube too. Like, I'm to the point where, like, I worked in corrections. I done seen a lot of women in action. I done dealt with women in my lifetime. I done seen how women move. And I could see some of them like, she just hurt. That's her little protective mechanism. The same thing happened with Cynthia G. She talked about black men all like that and then end up having a baby with one. It could just be some of them is just mad because they dealt with them bookies. They heartbroken. You got to bounce back, men and women. When you heartbroken, whatever you are in relationships, keep being that unless you find out it don't work. Then you learn what you need to be. But ain't no woman in the face of the earth need to play that tough role. You just don't. You don't. If a guy is not like being the man that you need him to be, you just move around. Just like we should move around. Y'all dudes, I know dudes that their wife should have been dumped 15 years ago. But because they got kids, they just basically... See, a lot of time you can become cold, and a lot of time you can become more docile. Like when you're dealing with a woman that either has been heartbroken or is the heartbreaker, like dealt with heartbreak, that's your only... Either you're going to become docile or you're going to become cold. But if she doesn't resolve her heartbreak, by how? Moving on. Treating people the way you should be treating them. Even though you don't compare every dude to this dude. And don't compare every girl to this girl. You know, it's all right to know what to look for, but you can't compare everybody to the person that did you wrong. That's where people be messing up. That's where the heartbroken becomes the heartbreaker. You know? I said, me personally, this is just me, and I'm going to close this out in like 5 minutes. I said that I'm never letting no chick break my heart. You know, and when my situation came, it was just that. Like, it was the kids. Like, when you start thinking, what about the kids? That's the heartbreaker. For me, at least, because I already made up my mind, ain't no broad gonna break my heart. Impossible. It's not happening. And that, because when I was a kid, like when I was real young, I dealt with a lot of it then, like 13, 12, 13. Like when I was 12, these two dudes basically bullied me out of my girl. They was bigger than me. They was older than me. They told me, man, you stop coming around, man. This our girl now. We're going to jump. And I wasn't finna fight them two dudes. I'm smaller than both of them. I'm only 12. They like 14, 15. We're going to jump you. Voice already deep. Man, you know, this is our girl now. We're going to jump you. I was like, man, hey. And then a couple times the heartbreak was slight. It was just the person picking somebody over me. You know, but I learned back then, said, man, these just girls, man. I'm not letting them know. And 16, 17, 18, that's the attitude I had from that point. So when it came again, and it did, like, oh, that's what you're doing? Oh, that's what, all right. Like one time, the chick was already dealing with dude that was in jail, so she started dealing with me while he was in jail. She knew he was finna get out, so she started acting up. You know, so I just left her alone. She still was trying to deal with me, though. So, you know, me in my 21, I think I was 21 at the time, I kept smashing. But I didn't have no love, well, you know how you like somebody, but I knew how she was, so I was just dealing with her to show off for my guys because I know they all wanted her. But I learned long ago, man, I ain't finna let them break my heart. I'm just not. Like, when you start having family and stuff, it'd be, if you think like me, it'd be like the kids. Like, what about the kids? You know? Because here's another thing. When you dealing with heartbreak and potential heartbreak, you gotta let the truth reside in your mind. When you know somebody don't want you, it really shouldn't break your heart. It should just, you know, it's supposed to fester in you and make you want to move on and see what else is out there. Guys be, like, one of my good friends was in depression, you know, because his wife left him over a text message. I said, man, you know, dude, you got to move on, man. That was just a text message. You ain't even do nothing, man. It probably was in her already to leave. So these are some things to consider when dealing with heartbreak. If y'all want me to come back and give y'all more, just put in the comments, give us more about this. Because as a man, when you get your heart broken by a woman, remember you are a man. You are a man. You are created with the warrior instinct. You got to get out there and get rejected some more. You got to go for her. You got to see what else is out there. Don't worry about her, man. Forget her. She's a receiver. She getting getting sauce probably all up her back and all. You gotta think like that. You gotta know, man, forget her. If she ain't giving you none, it's because she want to give it to somebody else. That should make you not want to deal with her. No, you ain't got you drinking. Man, be a man. You being a simp. You should be out sightseeing. Yeah, you know some of them gonna reject you. Some of them are addicted to rejecting men. Don't let it stop you. They like rejecting men, then they wonder when ain't nobody trying to get with them. Nobody's trying to talk to us. So if you want more, I got plenty more. Put in the comments, we want more, and I guarantee you, I can go in a whole different direction with this. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. We're probably going to make one more video later. So I'll see you then.